Point 1. Manipulating their dopamine receptors. So let's start off with the hardest one first. If you want your viewers' attention, then you first have to know how their attention actually works. The way that I should explain their attention in the best way possible is by making you picture this. Inside of your viewers' brains, they have a dopamine receptor, which we will be trying to dig into. We will try to infiltrate into this dopamine receptor. The way that this dopamine receptor works is that it's constantly searching for dopamine everywhere. And once they pressed on your video, it's you that this dopamine receptor is searching for dopamine on. So the manipulation technique that we'll be using is actually a speaking tactic. We have to speak in a way so that this dopamine receptor doesn't know what we're going to say next, and therefore we are considered unpredictable, giving the dopamine receptor so much dopamine because it's all of a sudden very interesting, and it keeps this brain working, and it keeps it trying to figure out, okay, what's going to happen now, and it keeps them intrigued, right? And this is how you can manipulate them to stay hooked on your video. It's simply by speaking in this way that I'm going to present now. There is this analogy that perfectly explains how to vary with your speech correctly. So picture these 4 vocal swords. First off, we have tonality. Tonality is actually more of using your facial expressions, but the way that you use your facial expressions actually transforms the way that you speak, right? So if I'm smiling, then all of a sudden my speech changes completely, and if I all of a sudden turn angry, then again my speech changes completely. These 4 swords, by the way, they all work together to create this varying speech, right? So just go through this with me with the 4 swords, and just always have the mindset that you will be varying with each of these, and in the end you will actually be varying with them all together in a symphony almost. So to clear it up, your tonality, you should always vary with this as well, right? And the way you do it is just like I said. You smile, and you have a sad face, you have an angry face, you have a surprised face. Always vary between your faces, and you will become extremely unpredictable, because again, the way that you express your face actually changes how you speak. The second vocal sword is volume, and the way that you use volume is, again, you kind of already get this principle, right? You vary with your volume, so you speak in a high volume and a low volume. So you keep on shifting between these volumes and these levels of volume, again, making you very unpredictable, because all of a sudden you are speaking very loud and then very quiet, right? So you keep on varying with it, and again, this viewer's dopamine receptor will just be so excited in a way, because it doesn't know what's going to happen next. Is he going to speak with a happy face? Is he going to smile? Is he going to speak in a high volume or a low volume? It keeps on fantasizing about, okay, what's next? This is how you actually get into their dopamine receptors. The third one is rate. Is speed. So this is how fast you're speaking. You can speak very fast or you can speak very slow. Again, vary with it. And the last one is pitch. So it's a deep voice or a high voice, a light voice. You vary with this again, right? You have officially learned these 4 vocal swords that will literally keep them focused on you forever. So congratulations on that. Let's move on to the next point. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Alex. I am a charismatic coach, helping my fellow coaches scale. If you are a young online coach or aspiring to become one, and you want to grow very fast, then join the Discord community down below. It's a community of like-minded coaches that want to scale. I help, together with all the other people in there, scale your business. It's literally free value that we want to create into this wholesome community. Join down below. Number 2, input equals output. This mindset is a fairly simple one that has really helped me position myself and speak to my viewers in the proper way. Input equals output means that the input that you put in, meaning the voice that you send to the camera, receive the same output. So my input right now is giving you the same output, meaning that if I talk in a very sad voice, then my input is very sad, and your output will then be the same. If I create a very boring video and I send that to you, then you will be very bored and therefore you probably wouldn't watch more of this video. You see, such a simple mindset that I will now explain how it can actually give you surprising results. The way that we are going to use this is by putting this mindset into your videos. You want to currently hook your viewers more, right? You want them more hooked. What should your input be? Well, let's see. Their output should be, okay, they want to be interested. They want to be engaged. Well, what should your input then be? It should probably be a lot of energy, a lot of engagement, because again, you input that, you put that in, and you'll receive the same amount of engagement. So if you want them hooked, then you have to start implementing this. Think of it as these two characters here. So you first have the boring coach, which is literally 99% of all coaches out there, all people out there. It's the boring coach. This guy over here, his input is very boring. He speaks very boring. He might have so much value to bring, but he speaks and delivers that message very bland. You can see some of my older videos where I actually did this exact mistake. I would have something really valuable to tell you, but I didn't communicate it in the correct manner, and therefore I didn't get any views. The people that did watch didn't get anything out of it because they didn't actually understand it, and people, of course, they weren't hooked at all because my input was very boring and it was very uninteresting. I was this character, this boring coach over here. Just imagine that you position yourself from this coach over here to becoming this charismatic coach, and your input is now super engaged and your viewers just skyrocket. They all just watch the full video because you constantly put the input in that you want yourself. So you speak engaged, you speak with passion, you really go all in on speaking and creating this video of yours, and therefore you'll receive the same amount of engagement. Don't be the boring coach, be the charismatic coach. This is what I teach, and this is the message that I want to bring to the whole world, the whole industry of online coaches. Alright, so I just found out that point 3 in my script won't actually provide you with any values, so I figured I won't waste your time. I'm just going to skip over it and move straight on to the actionable steps of this video. So the exercise that I want you to practice for you to get these results and implement the 4 vocal sorts into your own speech, making you become unpredictable, is as fast as you can, write these 4 things that I'm about to say down on a piece of paper, and then right after that, film yourself practicing these 4 vocal sorts. Just film yourself practicing the 4 vocal sorts for 10 to 100 minutes while you're looking at the notes that I'm going to say now. I'll just be telling you the 4 vocal sorts again, so you don't have to go all the way back to the start of the video. That's the notes that I want you to take down. So get your journal out, get something to write down on. Tonality, volume, speed, and pitch. Record that video while you look at these 4 notes and you try to vary between all of these and try to create this symphony. This will be the exercise that will make you master these 4 vocal sorts so you can begin using them in your own videos. And while you are recording that video, let's add on another one, which is the next actionable step, which is remember the input equals output. You want to lay extreme energy and passion into that video that you are going to record, and then by the end you can review it all and see how you actually perform yourself. That was it for this video. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. If you have a specific video that you want me to make, write it down in the comments. And of course, if you want to make fast progress in your coaching business, then join the Discord down below. Thank you very much for watching this video and have an awesome day. Ciao.